Hey, North Florida, we've had a cold front move through. The first time in 13 days we've seen that. And after 7 days in a row of 80-degree plus high temperatures, that has come to an abrupt end. It's time for a look at that forecast. And I'll actually look at the next 10 days for you. But first, I wanted to take a look at the previous 10 days and check it out. Look at the warm air. This dotted line on the graph represents where we should be for this time of year. And we've been way above that for the first 10 days of December, and there are the 7 in a row with 80-degree high temperatures or greater. The next 10 days, yeah, closer to normal, but nothing unusual for this time of year. Only a couple of warm days in there. We'll be in the upper 60s for the most part for the next week or so. Interesting to see on our time lapse today. Here comes that rain that caught many of you off guard at around 2 o'clock. The clouds change direction right there at 4:30 to 5 o'clock when the front moves through. We had about 20/100ths of an inch of rain here on campus, and now the north winds have taken hold, and that's dragging in the cooler air. It's also going to clear our skies, at least briefly. Clouds, as you see here on Future Track, come right back at us. And around daybreak on your Wednesday morning, we'll have an onshore flow to deal with for about 2 days. Low clouds, maybe a little bit of drizzle or some sprinkles, and a cool northeasterly breeze. I think the measurable precipitation stays out along the coast. Temperatures already falling, and by morning we'll be down around the 50-degree mark. It'll probably feel more like the upper 40s thanks to that breeze. Your forecaster Shawnee Morris will be in with Mornings Live on WRUF TV tracking those wind chills. And look at that. During the day, we only get to the 60s in Gainesville, maybe near 70 in Ocala because of that onshore flow and a lot of that cloud cover. The onshore flow will weaken, though. Thursday, high pressure builds in Thursday afternoon and clears our sky. That'll set up a cold night Thursday night, but then we begin a warm up on Friday as the winds start to change direction as the high moves offshore. Only one really nice day though on Friday, because Saturday we're tracking a big front. Here comes the warm air ahead of it. Saturday night, this storm system will send us a cold front and a soggy downpour Saturday night, early Sunday. It's not a complete weekend washout, kind of a bookend. It'll be dry at the beginning and dry at the end, but by Sunday and especially Sunday night, another discharge of Canadian air. Keep in mind, there's a lot of snow on the ground up here, about 60% of the country covered with snow, so these cold air masses are getting a bit colder, and you'll see that reflected here in my exclusive 10-day forecast. So here's the next 10 days for you. We warm up a little bit heading into the weekend after a couple of cool mornings. Saturday night, early Sunday rain, and then cold that sticks around for several days next week. Highs in the 60s, lows at times could be dipping into the 30s.